Yeah, I thought there was. See this game. Yeah, I stopped there a little bit, haven't I? There we go, that'll do. Achilles. Yeah. That's also a good name. Wait there, is that actually dropping it on the ground? Oh no, it's a shadow. I thought it was dropping it on the ground there. Oh, look at that, 60,000. Not bad. Well, Achilles would be okay for one, but what about the other one? I've got two, remember. Years ago when I was younger, we had a dog who had pups, and we kept two of the pups, and they were more or less identical. And I named them Zeus and Apollo. Got some weird looks walking down the road. We're taking them for a walk, and then when they're running off, Zeus, Apollo, come back here. Beelzebub. Oh no, I'm not sure about that. The devil horse. Well, one sort of looks like a patchwork quilt. Why do they always do Why do they always do that? They always stop on the corner there when I'm turning, and then beep the horn at me like it's my fault. Do you think I should name them Zeus and Apollo? You can actually rename the horses, can't you? I'm sure you can. Otherwise, the last 5 minutes of conversation is useless. We'll leave them there. Leave them there. Frank and beans. Franks and beans. Eric and Ernie. Mind you, a lot of people probably won't get the reference for that. would help if I actually turned the harvester on, wouldn't it? If it's patchwork, Tonto. Yeah, Tonto, that's not a bad one. Sugar and spice. And all things nice. See, I'd do a poll, but I don't know how to on Twitch. If they're both male, Bill and Ben, spaghetti and macaroni. Spaghetti and macaroni is my favourite one so far. Glue and leather. Oh, okay. I take it back, that's my favourite one so far. Oh. Nah, that'd just be cruel, wouldn't it? But once this goes up on YouTube, people will probably be putting the names of the horses in the comments as well. So I'll have to wait a little bit before I decide on what I'm going to call it, just so YouTube can filter it through. Glue and leather. Oh god. Trust you, Drama. John Deere and IH. Well, actually, yeah, one of them keeps falling over, so I'll call him John Deere. Snow and rain. Yeah. Well, we get plenty of rain. Don't get much snow anymore. River and ocean. Not bad. Tree and bush. Nah. I think they are both males anyway. Surely it would be glue and chum. Yeah, well it would be. It probably would be glue and chum, wouldn't it? Jim Bob Joe and Timbuktu. What about JR and Sue Ellen? Mind you, they're both male, aren't they? So can't do that. East Chuck and Round Round. Okay, I don't get the reference for that. Are they burger joints or something? Burger places. So I might try and figure out how to do a poll, and people can vote. But I have to work out how to first, because I don't know how to. There's probably some tutorials on YouTube or something. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Drummer, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I was talking about Western Australia, the 16 by map, and I harvested field 1 and I baled it, and I got 667 20,000 litre bales from it. For a Prime account, I see somewhere I can subscribe through that. Yeah, you can. If you click on subscribe, then what it does is it comes up where it gives you the option to pay or use your Amazon Prime. It has to be linked to your Twitch account though, I believe. I think there should be like a subscribe button on underneath. It should be purple, and then you click that, and it brings up a drop down box, I think. And the good thing about that as well is it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Because it's all included in the Amazon Prime subscription. I think yeah, you have to you go into Twitch, and then somewhere in the dashboard it'll say link Prime or something like that, and then you just click on that, then click on the link, then sign into your Prime, and then you do it that way. It just links them together. Hey Graham, how you doing, mate? How was the weekend? Better for being away. Well, that's it. Yeah, you know, you have to get away now and again, don't you? It was mental. Mental as in what happened? Mental in a good way or mental in a bad way? Portia had the stuff in stitches. Oh, she weren't fighting in the bar again, was she? Yeah, why not? As long as you don't mind it sharing it. Went for dinner and for dinner. Portia said to another person, "It's fantastic being able to eat in a restaurant again." Yes. Looking across the table, gazing into the eyes of the man you love and saying these mortal words. Yes. Are you gonna eat those chips or not? Oh dear. Oh, that was funny. Even you had a chuckle at that one. Yeah, it was quite funny actually. You know what you should have done though? You should have just turned around and said, "Is it funny that it's, or is it me, or that just, is it just me that can't smell or taste the food, or is it everybody?" And you see how quick the restaurant would have emptied. The other couple were expecting something completely different. Well, to be honest, so was I. The other time away in the hotel was fantastic. Yeah, you were saying that it was good. It was a good hotel when I was speaking to you on Friday. Yeah, sounds really nice, mate. How did the tank experience go? You loved it. Good. Sat in the turret shouting that way. Yeah. I've been in a tank, not while it's actually been moving, just like one that was in on display sort of thing. I wouldn't mind doing something like that. They had a stalwart, but it was not working. Oh well. Oh, it was in the Challenger. I thought that was a space shuttle. What you say? You tried to get it into space, but you couldn't. Challenger 2, you think is it? I don't know. I'm not really up on military hardware and things like that, but I have heard of a Challenger 2. Uh, 70-ton MBT. What's MBT? That's something you don't want on your toes. Yeah, I know. Definitely don't want it on your toes. Are you driving over cars? Oh, main battle tank. Ah, okay. So you're crushing up all the cars? That sounds right. I would have loved to do something like that. Over those cars, what cars exactly? What? That's what you said, driving over the cars was exhilarating. Oh, you didn't feel the car? Ah, right, okay, that's what you meant. Well, I don't suppose there'd be much competition between a tank and a few cars, would there? Hit off putting, looking up at the barrel. Well, yeah, because you're not like when you're driving in a car, are you? Because when you're in a tank, you're like all over the place like this, aren't you? Jumping around. So I mean, keeping an eye looking through the periscope or whatever they call it must be a bit, hard to do. You'd do it again anytime. Yeah, it sounds fun, mate. Sounds real fun. Leave us to turn and drive. Yeah. Well, it's not. It's not good having a steering wheel, is it? I was right about one thing. What was that? Me? Right about summer? Don't believe you. Zero comfort. Yeah, I didn't think they'd be very comfortable, mate. You should have just turned around and says, "Can't you put the three-piece suite in there? Make it a little bit more comfy. A coffee maker. You know, a few home perks." I can imagine how that would have gone down. She was screaming. Well, she hasn't been in one before, has she? But you've been in one before when you were serving, didn't you? Full walk, no into dips. Oh, you drove the Stonewalls. Oh, and the Bedford truck. They don't even make them Bedford trucks anymore, do they? Or do they? No, I didn't think so. Bedford TM was great. Well, that's the thing with the army. They have to make sure that the equipment's good enough, don't they? Not that it always is, but you know. Yeah, but they wouldn't let me join when I wanted to join the army. You was mainly personnel carrier. Oh, okay. Drove a duck? Oh, excuse me. Some terrible hiccups tonight. Yeah, the amphibious one, yeah. I did actually know that was called a duck. It's one sank. I thought they were not supposed to sink. With tourists on board. Jeez. That'll teach the tourists to go to Liverpool, won't it? The yellow duck experience. Yeah, the yellow duck experience. Well, maybe they should have called it the yellow submarine experience. And see, probably not everybody's going to get that reference either. Until recently, they used ducks for sightseeing around London, and they used to go in the Thames. Oh, okay. I wonder why they stopped using them then. Did they stop using it after the one in Liverpool sank by any chance? Yeah, well, there's a big army base in Inverness, isn't there? I think, anyway. There used to be. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting some stands for my monitors as well, so I can like clip them separately on the desk, and then just like move them to where I want them. But because I did buy one big one that holds 3 monitors, but yeah, when I put the one monitor, even though the one in the center is they're supposed to take up to 27-inch. I put my monitor on there, and then I put the 2 monitors on the side, and it was just flat. You couldn't turn it, couldn't bend it in, because my center monitor's curved, and it was no good. I stopped using when the waterboard put in massive new sewer under the Thames, and they took out slipways. Ah, okay. How long ago was that? Well, that's what they used to do, like in the 18th and 19th century. All the sewage used to go straight into the Thames. It always smells a bit sus. Yeah, all the sewage used to go straight into the Thames. It reminds me of Only Fools and Horses, when Rodney and Delboy were talking to Trigger, and they were having a bad day or something. Rodney was having a bad day, and he says, "Oh, I might go and throw myself in the Thames." And Trigger turned around and says, "Might be quicker to drink a drop of it." But yeah, the River Thames used to be really, really polluted. I mean, some of that pollution is bound to still be there somewhere, isn't it? David Williams was very old when was swimming in charity, and he took a mouthful of it. Yeah, I heard that. That was before he did the channel crossing, weren't it? The pollution is called House of Commons. Oh dear. Yeah, well, oh, what's his name? The magician. Oh, what's it? I can't remember what his name is. Young kid from Bradford. About 2 years. It was pretty. Pre-pandemic. It's still did when old sewers were overrun. They were designed to stop that by tipping into new sewers instead. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's him. The one who does Magician Impossible. What's his name? Dynamo. That's it. Yeah, Dynamo. He actually walked on the Thames, didn't he? Well, he did, but he didn't, because it was a trick. That's it. That was the trick, though, weren't it? Yeah. See you later, Gizmo. Have a good night at work, mate. Yeah, that was the trick. I mean, David Copperfield didn't really make the Statue of Liberty disappear either, did he? Well, no, not. There wasn't a video telling people how he did it. There was a video on there telling how people thought he did it. Because I mean, that's the thing. When unless you know what you're looking for and you can spot it, a lot of these magic tricks, some of them are really good. I mean, some of them are pretty obvious, but some of them are really good. I know someone that was there. He said they put a massive table-like thing under the water. Ah, well. Well, when he was when he was walking on it, you could actually see that there was something underneath it. But you know, it was clear, so you couldn't see it that well. I mean, there was a guy, I think he was called the masked magician or something. He gave away a lot of secrets, didn't he? There was one thing that is unexplained though on Britain's Got Talent. Well, the one thing that's unexplained is where's the talent? I don't think I've ever seen anybody on there with any. Clearly went into a box with knives all around him and came out as the girl stood next to. I have no idea what you're on about, mate. I never watched. I never watched that program. But he clearly went into a box with knives all around him and came out as the girl stood next to Simon. Oh, so Dynamo is on Britain's Got Talent, is that what you're saying? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, a different god. But I do like watching magicians. I don't like watching that. What's his name though? Well, he's not really a magician. David Blaine. Check your DM for YouTube link. Oh, okay, mate. I'll. Yeah, I can see I've got a notification there. I'll have a look at that later. Thanks for that. Yeah, David Blaine. He's yeah, I don't know. Explain to me next time if you can. Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? About magic tricks is it's supposed to be unexplained. You're not supposed to figure out how they done it, because it spoils the immersion, doesn't it? But I will have a look. A street magician called Magical Bones. Is he divorced by any chance? No. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you're a Star Trek fan, but that's how Dr. McCoy, you know, Dr. McCoy, that's how he got his nickname, Bones. Because he got divorced and his wife took everything. He says, all I've got left is me bones. and that's why Captain Kirk called him Bones. Another useful fact for you. What do you mean my jokes are terrible? It weren't a joke. It's not a joke. That's how we got the nickname Bones, because his wife took everything and all as he had left were his bones. A bit far-fetched. Are you not a Star Trek fan then? No, why not? What's wrong with Star Trek? Yeah, I've got that record. Right, that's full. Let's take this back over to the field, and I can bring the over to the crop. Turn him off the grid. We can bring the truck over this way then. Hey, there's no shame on me admitting that. I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I have a Klingon bird of prey. I have a Ferengi marauder. I have the Enterprise. I have every video. I have every series of Star Trek and the Next Generation and Deep Space Nine, because I wasn't really too keen on the other ones. And I have a comic book. Well, it's not a comic book, it's like an annual collection, and there's something like 150 books in the set. Yeah, box sets. Yeah, I've got them on video, DVD, Blu-ray, and on digital download. The only one I watched is when they separated the saucer section. Oh, that's Next Generation. Next Generation. It was only the Next Generation that could do that. But I better make sure I'm going to the same place. Yep, grain co again. My favourite character in Star Trek, well, in the Next Generation, what, two favourite characters actually, is Worf and Data. And in Deep Space Nine, it was Odo, the shapeshifter. Yeah, I'm a huge Star Trek fan. I even have a bottle of shower gel in not shower gel. What is it? Bubble bath, and it's actually in the shape of the Starship, the Starship Enterprise. Why? Why not? Now, what it was, it's oh god, it's got to be about 25 years ago. I was on my way home from work, and I just stopped in this. I think it was a co-op. Stopped in the co-op to get a drink, and I just saw this this Starship Enterprise, and I'm like, I go to the woman, I'm like, what's that? And she's like, oh, it's ball. I'm like, how much is that? I think she said, oh, £2 or something. So I bought it. Yeah, they dick you in all shapes and sizes, yeah. But I thought, because it's Star Trek, you know, maybe one day it'll be a collectible. I've still got it. But 25 years old ish. Yes, it's got to be about 25, something like that. Planning a birthday party for it next week, for his big 30th. We've got to plan his big 30th party. The Mr. Man bubble bath when he was a kid. Ah, okay. But yeah, I was looking out for anything to do with Star Trek, anything at all. I mean, I haven't collected anything in years, but Mr. Bump. I even I worked a 12-hour shift. I got home about 8 o'clock in the morning, I think it was, something like that, 8:15. And what I usually do is what I used to do is I'd have a cup of coffee, have a bit of breakfast, and then go to bed. And the missus was sitting there watching breakfast television, and they were talking about Star Trek. So obviously my ears pricked up. And then they said that Nichelle Nichols was in Birmingham city centre that same day, doing a book signing. So I'm like, I goes to the wife, I'm like, that's it, I'm not going to work, I'm not going to bed, I'm going to I was standing outside WH Smith's in a queue for about 3.5 hours before I got to see her. 7 of 9, yeah, oh definitely, yeah. Do you not know who Nichelle Nichols is? You've been to the public set of the Enterprise. What? Public set? Public set? What public set? I don't even know about that. You don't know who Nichelle Nichols is? Have you ever watched the original series with Captain Kirk? Oh. Well, she's in that. It's the she's the communications officer. And I'll tell you something though, when I saw her, I was a bit surprised because she's tiny. You see her on the show, and she doesn't look small, but she's tiny. Yeah, but that was quite a while ago though. That was when I got that, and I got her book signed, and I got back home, right, and I was well gutted because I didn't know until I got back home, and they said that Marina Sirtis was in town as well. And I didn't know she was there, otherwise I'd have gone to see her as well. I was still kind of serving them. Yeah, you probably would have been, yeah. And the other one, I'm not sure how you pronounce her name though. I think it's Marina Sirtis. She's the one who plays Deanna Troy in The Next Generation. Now you should know who she is because you've watched that, you said. That's it, yeah. Councillor Deanna Troy. Nine a visitor. Oh, she's the one that played. Don't tell me she played. She played two parts. She was actually she's in Deep Space Nine, yeah, but she was in The Next Generation as well, because she got killed in The Next Generation. And from in Deep Space Nine, no, I think, am I getting confused there? She might have got killed in in Deep Space Nine, but she played. Oh no, wait there, I'm getting confused. It wasn't Nine a Visitor. It was Denise. That was Denise Crosby. I'm thinking of. She played two parts. Nine a Visitor. What character did she play? Was she the one that played the Doctor? Oh no, I know who it was. She was the security, the security chief, weren't she? Yes, I know you mean now. I know you mean now. Yeah, she was the one that was. She was the Bajoran, weren't she?